What's up, guys? It says I'm live. Let me know if I am alive. Let me know if you can hear me and see me and all that stuff. So we got a few people in here already. That is awesome. Got the lghomestead. Hello, out and about with Dave and Daisy. Robert Mac Media. Lorraine. Dennison, Jovita, Diane, Lisa D. And we got Mom, and look at there. There's Amy. Amy's in here on time. Says I got 16 people. Only got what? How many people's chatting? Let's see some more people chatting. Ben's Over Acres. Hello. How's everybody handling the heat? The phone said it was supposed to get up to 97 degrees today. My car said on the way home that it was 100 degrees. Hey, Dusk. Night, I can't see if it's 62 or 1962, I think. Debbie. Sugar Dog. Finally, more people are chatting. Anyway, really hot, really concerned about the animals. I always get worried about them. They are Caroline in England. Hello. I am well, thank you. Amanda Doll's in here. I worry about the animals when it gets really hot. They're animals. They do this every summer. I don't know that I need to worry as much as I do, but I do worry about them. They have shade, they have water. I don't know what else I can do for them. I can't bring them in the house. And I'm not so sure that the inside of my house is much warmer than the outside. That's not true. It is, I mean, not warmer, but cooler. It is cooler than it is outside, but according to some folks, it's not cool enough. One Scott is in here. Lori Carp, hello. Cindy, hello. Kelly, hello. So, if you guys have any questions for me, go ahead and start sticking it in the comment section so that I can come back here in a minute and get to those when I don't have anything to talk about, because you know how that goes. Being here by myself, keeping the conversation going is kind of rough sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes it is, going live by yourself. Hey, Susie, glad to see you in here. I thought, so what's been on my mind all day and all day yesterday is the things going on with Trump. Had to, like, before I started the live, I was like, do I bring that up? Like, that's all that I can think about right now is the things going on in the world. It's kind of pretty close to everything that's going on at my house, like in taking up space in my head. I get up in the mornings and I think, well, I got to feed them, got to water the animals, I got to check on them, I've got to, plan out what's coming up next in the video and how to do that, how to make that happen. But I also think about the things that is going on in the world and then in the news, and especially with what is going on with Donald Trump right now. And so it's hard to do a live stream without bringing it up, because that is what is on my mind. So when so I'm getting a lot of things done on the homestead, and that will be on the next video coming out. It may come out tomorrow. It's ready. It may come out tomorrow or Wednesday. The reason I would wait for it to, hey, Sharon, the reason I would wait for Wednesday, and there's Lorie, just plain Lorie in here. The reason I would wait for Wednesday is because, according to my analytics, I have a lot more of you online on Wednesdays. So I don't remember the time frame. It'll be earlier in the day, but there's more of you online on Wednesdays than there are on Tuesdays. And so when you put out a video, the initial response of your viewers is what determines how much, how big of an audience YouTube shows the video out to. There is always a chance that a video days, months, even years later could pick up speed in views again, but it's usually something that's like on topic, like maybe a conversation about what happened with former President Donald Trump. Hey, Eddie Family Farm, how are you guys doing? Glad to see you in here. I don't know, something that was in a video that would be relevant 10 years from now can cause a video to be pushed back out there by the analytics, just simply because people are looking it up. But in general, when you put out a video, the way your viewers look at it, not who, but how many of you look at it, how much interaction there is, like comments, thumbs up, thumbs down, and how long you watch the video will determine how YouTube pushes it out, or how big of an audience that they try to put it in front of. So I said all that to tell you that I don't know if I'm going to put the next video out Tuesday or Wednesday, because analytics tell me more of you are online on Wednesdays, and I need every little bit of help that I can get from you guys, from YouTube, and from whatever, So I did not get a video out this weekend. I spoke to that in this next video. So there's just a lot going on at the house. That is going to be in this video. You'll see why I didn't put a video out. Sorry for not getting that out. I have committed to putting one video out a week. And sometimes, though, when a lot's going on, I'm able to put 2 out. So usually I have a video out on Wednesday, and if I have extra videos, I put them, in the week, or one during the week, usually Wednesday. This time I did not. You guys watched the last video about me going to see Greg. I think it might have been Wednesday. So it was a midweek video, and then I turned around and didn't have one for this weekend. I have one. It's ready. It's uploaded, but I didn't get it completely uploaded and ready, edited until today. So watch for that one. Let me look at what's going on here before I get too behind. Empty Homestead. I have a question, Lorie. How big should these death layer chickens be? They don't seem like they are growing very fast. They're not real big birds. The rooster, actually, I was surprised. He got to be pretty good size. But the hens, they're, let's see, what can I compare them with? That was loud, wasn't it? More like an Americana, a lighter weight bird. They are more of a flighty bird. Their eggs are not real big. I think they call it a medium-sized egg, but I wasn't impressed. They may lay until they die, but they're not, they're not real big eggs, and they're not real big birds. That rooster, though, if that's a rooster, he should get pretty good size. Eventually, it did take some time, though. Hey, everybody, hit that like button. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, hit that like button. Get this going out. I wanted to go live vertical over at the house and show you guys what's been going on over there, but it is really hot. And so I took a shower. Don't know if you can tell, my hair is wet a little bit, still a little bit wet. Over at Mom and Dad's, did some laundry, so I'm clean. I'm just not going live vertical, showing you everything that is going on over there. It is so busy over at my house, and I can't wait for that video to get out so that you'll know, and so that I can talk about it. Dusk said, Lorie, all Americans need to adopt the Hollies or Holies. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. It's a song about lift up your brothers and sisters across the world by the Hollies, I guess. Yeah, the rhetoric on both sides certainly needs to change. And I think now we have a chance for that to happen. And if that doesn't happen, it ain't going to happen. If that doesn't happen now, if what took place Saturday doesn't change some things, it's not going to happen. Lorie, I feel sorry for the guy from Demolition Ranch YouTube channel. That shooter was wearing his shirt. Huh. He just bought from his merch store, and now he's being harassed by the media. Are you kidding me? Huh. That's crazy. That's ins that's insane. I hadn't seen that. Did you guys see there was a, oh, what was his name? Amy Mom, somebody, what was his name that prophesied, attempted assassination on Trump? Biggs was his last name. Um, so this prophecy that he gave, it was on Steve Cicciolanti channel on YouTube. And they were talking about the solar eclipses and maybe the spiritual significance that it had on, because we had two solar eclipses in America, back to back, and they were in between some Jewish holidays. Anyway, so this guy, and it's gone viral. This prophecy that this guy gave. This guy he has a YouTube channel, but he was an unknown. And now that this has taken place, it has gone viral. Like, I have seen like big channels showing this prophecy out, and they're talking about it. But he even talked about how the bullet was aimed at his head, and he turned his head, and the bullet, what he said was the bullet went by his ear, and he put his hand up, and he said went by his ear, and the sound of the bullet going by his ear blew, what he said, what I saw was it caused his eardrums to that one eardrum to burst. And actually he was showing from his right side, which is the side that Trump got hit on. Which it didn't blow out his eardrum. He did get hit. But if he's saying he saw something, so he didn't say God told him this happened. He's saying he saw in a vision this happened. And so if you looked at some of the pictures, you see pictures of, well, a bullet going by. Somebody took a picture and got a picture of the bullet actually going by his head. And then you see the blood on the ear and everything. And so if you're seeing that, I mean, I guess you could assume or think that it burst his eardrum. I don't think a bullet whizzing by is going to bust an eardrum because it doesn't make that much noise. But it was very interesting how close that was, what he said, and with what happened. He said more to that. Said that that this causes, well, I don't know that this event caused it, but there was a rise in patriotism, I guess you would say, and that patriots are going to get out and vote, and he's going to win by a landslide, coupled with economic collapse. But we won't go there. Lisa D, I found a feather stuck in a chicken egg bought from the store. Is it safe to eat? Maybe. A chicken egg stuck to a chicken egg. Yeah. I would, wash it and eat it is what I would cook it. Cook it. But I don't know why it wouldn't be. Virginia, Lorie Carb, Lisa D, Wednesdays are better for her. Yeah. It won't be, I don't know. It's about 30 minutes long. I could premiere it, but I don't know if I will or not. I'm just saying, like, if you're saying, Lisa, if you're talking about, you want to watch it as soon as it comes out to help with the analytics. Yeah. Wednesdays. Sounds good. Hey, Lori, I definitely could tell you skipped out this weekend. There's good reason for it. Dad's in here. And Robert Mack says, I finally caught your live stream. Huga Homestead, hello. Hope you're still in here. I was kind of rambling on for a minute. Terry says, not too concerned, but they do seem very small. It seemed like, Terry, it took them a little bit longer to grow out. They're lighter weight than my barbed rocks, the hens that I have. They're the same size, but I think they're like lighter weight maybe. But that rooster, he filled out pretty good. Eddie family, I actually got some help from Stephanie this weekend because you don't post a video. That's funny. That's awesome. That's funny. Uh, at 5:30, it says it's 97 degrees. Amy Goodman, you are so beautiful. Thank you. We are still at 102 in Northwest Oklahoma. Oh, I bet it's hot where Jovita is. A little late, but I made it. Lorie M. Debbie says, I just subscribed to Demolition Ranch. Good job. Actually, I need to go check them out. Y'all remind me at the end of this. Hey, leave it a comment. Leave me a comment when this goes off to go check them. I don't know who that is. I want to go check them out. I'm not going to say I'm going to subscribe. I'm going to check them out first. But yeah, if we got to do something for them. If some random person buys their merch, I can be like, I could see that happening to me. Okay, not really. Nobody buys my merch. But what if it did happen to me? What if somebody bought one of my merch or found it, or maybe it was at a garage sale, didn't even buy it from me, wore it, and went and did some kind of crazy crime like that? I mean, like, that's not their fault. Jovita says 91 degrees here, only 91 in South Texas with a feel like, there you go, 100 degrees, humidity at 57%. Next weekend, supposed to cool down quite a bit. I'm hoping to get outside and get a lot of stuff done. Debbie says she saw the video that I'm talking about the prophecy. Yeah. So if you look at the beginning, so there's a lot said there. There's a lot going on in that conversation between three people, and it's kind of overwhelming. With the way things are going right now, he talked about, he did later on in it, he talked about an economic collapse. Trump would win and there would be an economic collapse. He didn't say whose fault it was. It didn't seem to have anything to do with Trump necessarily, but that it happens. Now, we do get through it, but that it happened according to this guy, according to what he says he saw in a vision. I don't know him. But it would seem to me that there very well could be an economic collapse just by everything that is going on. And it would seem to me that World War III is right around the corner with everything that is going on. He talked about this being a really bad tornado. Now, this video went out in April. It was before Passover this year. And he talked about it being a bad tornado season. He said there would be more intense tornadoes and they would last longer on the ground. And of course, you guys know that in Texas and Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Kentucky, Louisiana, Arkansas, I mean, we had a whole bunch of tornadoes. We had large tornadoes and they did stay on the ground longer. And, we had people die from it. He did say that before the tornado thing hit. I do want to point out though, and I don't want to, well, I don't want to say too much. I don't want to be all in and I don't want to be all out on it. I just want to sit back and watch and see what happens. But before, and this was in April before the tornado thing hit, this was in April before the assassination attempt hit. There was a lot of people that said there's going to be, they prophesied an assassination attempt on him. I don't know that I've ever heard anyone say that they succeeded though. But you can see where we're leading up to that with the hatred, with the hateful talk, with the rhetoric that is being used on both sides. That where we could have led to this. But also back to the storms, they were kind of predicting a bad season on storms, on tornadoes and hurricanes, because we were going into La Nina, coming out of El Nino and going into La Nina. Not a really good, don't know a lot about weather. What's that scientific term? I don't even know. I mean, I do, but I can't, it's not coming to mind. But I do know I've been watching and they were expecting some crazy weather just because of the weather pattern we are in right now. We've been there before. Maybe in my lifetime, maybe not. I don't remember, but they were expecting that. we so I don't know. What do you guys think? Who saw it? Who saw that prophecy? Who saw it? Even if it was, I saw it when it came out. Like, I remember 4 months ago watching that and kind of like, I don't know. I really don't know what I thought too much about it. That guy got my attention. I wanted to believe him, but I didn't think I forgot about it until it was brought up. I didn't even think about it when the Saturday when I saw that somebody attempted to unalive Trump. I didn't even think about the prophecy at that time, and I had seen it way back when it came out. So, what do you guys think about that? Old and slow. Becky said, "Sorry, I'm late. Old and slow. That's me." It's okay, Becky. I'm in a really good mood today. Getting some stuff done at the house. You guys can't wait. So about the video coming out, it does reveal a lot. There's a lot going on at my house that I am excited about. Although while I was editing it, I myself got a little bored. So hang in there on this video and see what's going on. I accidentally made this move really fast. Let's see. 107, Lori Clark says today and yesterday, only supposed to get down to 85 tonight. Ooh. So it's supposed to be again hot again tomorrow. Hey, Karen Spear, how are you? It's supposed to be hot again tomorrow, like upper 90s, and then start to cool down. And by this weekend, we'll be in the 80s for the highs. Lori M, hi Lori and everybody. Sugar Dog, I think that's popcorn. Amy and Kelly. It's hot, not hot, Lori, for some down here in Texas, South Texas. Demolition Ranch has 11.7 million subs. Don't know who they are, but I will. If somebody will, so I could forget. If somebody will, anybody, leave it in the comment. When we're done, then I will see the comments. I will read the comments. I always go back and look at the comments, and I'll say, oh yeah, I gotta go look at them. Kim Huggins, here in Iowa, we are in the upper 90s. Storm came through and temp dropped down to 70. Loving it. Good to see y'all. Take care, be safe, and God bless y'all. Thank you, Kim. Lori says we are supposed to get some rain finally in North Texas on Thursday. Then temps drop. High 80s for 4 or 5 days. That's what I understand. That's how it's supposed to be here as well. And I'm looking forward to it. Virginia says 93 in Southeast Pennsylvania today. Felt like 100. What's up, Simply Jan Homestead? Says, hey there, I just came home from Oklahoma. You went through Oklahoma. Mom says, Lori, this video was out maybe 3 months ago, right? It was in April. It was 4 months ago. Iowa has been hit hard with tornadoes this year, destroyed a couple of towns. I didn't know Iowa, but I knew the ones I listed. I knew I was watching them. Kelly Clayton, wait, I'm going to try to skip a commercial. Give me a second. It says it skipped it. Hopefully you guys didn't get a commercial then. I don't want you to watch commercials during the live stream because that just kind of defeats the purpose of a live stream. Kelly Clayton says people need to have, I read that wrong again. People need more love in their hearts, praying for peace and love for the USA. Absolutely, Kelly. I pray for America every day and Israel. Bins over acres. I'll talk to someone else. Yes, Jan, where in Oklahoma were you? Lori Carp wants to know, and I want to know. Lori says, I didn't see the prophecy video, but I think it's okay to have an open mind. Karen, crocheter, and does that say gamer? Hi, Karen. How are you? I totally agree with Kelly Clayton. Kay Barnes says, I'm going to try an egg outside on the sidewalk tomorrow. It's that hot. Are you kidding? Are you like really going to do that? You need to video that. If you don't put it on YouTube, make shoot, 3B put it up. I can't think of their names right now. I really can't think of their names. Colton, Brooke. Have them put it on a video. Breaking 100 tomorrow. Golly. And this is July. We're not in August yet. Here in Rhode Island, Lorie Cover watched Demolition Ranch. Some of the things they test out are interesting. So, what is Demolition Ranch? Now that you say that, now I'm curious. What is it? K Barnes says, thumbs up. Virginia, they keep predicting storms here, and they keep bypassing us. We need rain desperately. I would like to have some more rain. I never, hey, Broken Hearts Ministry, Gail. Hello. I'm assuming it is Gail from, my mind, it just doesn't, it's too late in the day. It can't work. Gail Southern, what was it? What's your other channel? I think it's the same Gail. Coffee Angel Crafts. Hello, Lorie, Jan, MT, and everybody. Kelly says, if it's not on YouTube, it never happened. Gail Southern Living. Is that it? Weapons Ranch. I'm going to have to check it out. Yes, Gail Southern Living. Well, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time. Well, I mean, I don't see you, but, you know, you're in the chat. Lorie says Demolition Ranch is a YouTube, no, GunTube? Is that what that says? Channel. He's a veteran, and he has a couple of different channels. Lorie M says, I saw that prophecy, but only a small part of it on another channel. Interesting. Hey, Matthew, what's up? Matthew just got in here. We were talking about that prophecy, Matthew. I was talking to someone earlier today. We're talking about, you know, well, what if there was an economic collapse? So regardless of what he said, regardless of who prophesies it or whatever, there are a lot of people that are concerned about an economic collapse, and not just me, not just like people who are way smarter than I am are looking at maybe something happening. And I was talking to someone earlier today about, well, you know, if you believe it, if you believe something's coming, and I do, I don't know how bad it'll be, but it would only seem smart to kind of prepare for it, you know, but not like spend all of your money, not spend more than what you have, not go bankrupt over it, because if it doesn't happen, then what you gonna do, you know? But I absolutely think every one of us should be prepping just a little bit. We ought to have, you know, a couple, 2 or 3 months worth of everything, especially if you have animals and children. But even the CDC tells us, and I've forgotten now, I've looked it up, but the CDC tells us to have, you know, enough food and supplies for, it seemed like maybe a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, which a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't have more than a couple days worth of resources at their home. But even the CDC tells you to store up a little bit in case there is a storm that comes out and wipes out the grid and people can't get to you, can't get out, in case anything can happen. It could be fire, it could be tornadoes, it could be floods, it could be an attack on our grid. I mean, that is something that we are watching, you know, that the government is watching. It is a real possibility. And so everybody needs to have just a little bit or more. if you're not a prepper at all, like if that just like turns your stomach or turns you off or whatever, at least have, oh man, a month, get, enough to maybe sustain long enough until someone can get to you. Broken Hearts Ministry said, this is my homeless ministry channel. Well, that's interesting. I need to go check that out, see what that's about. Lorie's, he's an animal doctor. Not, did somebody say, did I say veteran over veterinarian when it said veterinarian? My bad. He's an animal doctor. Why didn't you just say animal doctor? Kelly Clayton, and not to prepare with weapons either. Unless you are hunting, you do not need a gun. That is just my opinion. Kelly, I disagree. I think we should all have a gun. That's just, that is just my opinion, but I don't know. We don't need like heavy artillery. We don't need like a tank or grenades or anything like that. But I think we all should have guns. I saw that prophecy, but only a small part. I saw that part where I messed up veterinarian for veteran. And Lisa D, I agree, Lorie, on the prepping. You never know. Yo, we're talking about prepping. That reminds me, I have affiliate links in the description below the video. As long as YouTube lets us have affiliate links on the videos, go check them out, see if there's something that you're interested in. What came to mind was Jace Medical is where you can buy an emergency supply of your daily chronic medications and an emergency supply of antibiotics. It is a prescribed by board certified doctors that would be mailed to your house. Go check that out. Also is Switchaway. Switchaway is a grassroots organization that is trying to switch consumer spending away from big companies that are linked to outside the U.S. and bring it back to the smaller USA companies where the money stays here for us. And then there is GrubTerra, those freeze-dried maggots that your chickens love so much. Go check that out. That's commercials over. I skip all these commercials for you. I have to at least get my own commercial in there. Those are affiliate links. And if you make a purchase, I do get a commission, a small commission, but I get a commission all the same. Every little bit helps. My husband gets mad at me for being Reba says, my husband, I think, gets mad at me for being a prepper. I think that's what you're trying to say there. And then your next comment, I'm not sure what you're trying to say there. Coffee Angel Craft, being raised in Utah, being prepared has been installed in me. I freak out if I don't have at least a month in stock. Yeah. Yeah, and like anything could go wrong. Even if the world wasn't in a position that it is in, and it's a worldwide concern that we have. We are so close to war every day, and it doesn't necessarily need to be a nuclear war. It could be, if they attacked our grid, and they could, as something the government has been watching, and it's something that they've talked about, that they've spoken about openly, and then not to mention the things that they don't tell us. It's anything can happen. We all need to have enough to at least hang tight until somebody can get to them, until something gets straightened out. Like when a tornado comes through and a whole town is wiped out, and we saw that this spring in several towns. People are out of water and out of electricity, and some of them are stuck at home. There's no roads to get to them or for them to get out, and you just need to have enough to keep yourself alive and your family alive until somebody can get to you. Why did the chat go way up there? Lorie. Lisa D said, doesn't hurt to be ready if nothing happen. If it doesn't happen, you haven't lost anything. That is true. If you haven't spent all your money into it and gone into debt, don't do that. K Barnes, meds, a huge worry for me. I wish I could get in on your Jace meds. I wish you could get on my Jace meds too. Reba said, God, I can't type tonight. No, she says, I can't type tonights. Gail, I'm not sure what you're telling me. I must have missed something you said, because you said you didn't hear this story. It's sad and tragic. LG Homestead, you didn't hear this story. It's sad and tragic. I don't know what you're talking about. Put it in the chat or send me an email. Lorie, I have enough food and water to last a month or so, but I'm not a full-blown prepper. And yes, we've done protection too. If it is the fan, if it hits the fan, people will get crazy fast. They will. They'll get crazy before they even get hungry. And then when they get hungry, look out. That dog, Maggie, she has eaten 2 of my glasses, my readers, not my prescription glasses. She's eaten 2 of them. Not eaten. She tore them up. I completely disagree with Kelly. Second Amendment is very important. We are all definitely entitled to our opinion and our right to speak out our opinion. But I do believe we should all have guns. I said it. I said it on YouTube. Demolition Ranch's description on his YouTube page says, not your average gun channel. Darn, autocorrect. Ed Kirkpatrick is in the house. And if you are going over to Ed Kirkpatrick's channel, you'll see he knows a thing or two about the Second Amendment as well. You haven't lost anything. Yes, Lisa D says, correction on the last comment, you haven't lost anything. Vincent agrees with Lorie M. Let's see. Did you get to look into the cat hair stuff? Oh, no, I saw your email, but I didn't. I'll have to go back. No, I haven't looked into it, but I will. I also wish I could afford to get my meds through Jace Medical. It would be great for everyone to have. Yes. Yeah, and they're adding to the Jace Medical. When it first started, it was just antibiotics. It was a case of 5 different antibiotics with a little booklet that tells you what you can use each antibiotic for. And there was even human bites. If the zombie apocalypse happens, you open their book and turn to human bites, and it tells you which antibiotic to take. And that's for real. It's in there. But not the zombie thing, but it did say human bites, what kind of antibiotic to take for a human bite. But now they've got a lot of the chronic medications, the meds that you take every day. They've got heart health and mental health and just a whole lot of stuff. They keep adding EpiPens. They keep adding stuff to it every day. They got a kids case. They offer a lot. It is, insurance does not cover it. Insurance does not cover medications in case of some sort of apocalyptic situation. And I get that. And so some people can't afford to get it, but if you decide to, I got a link. I am prepared for many things, like with the food supply, the power and the gas and other things, just can't do the gun. And that's you. That's cool, Kelly. That is absolutely fine. That is you. And everybody has a right to an opinion. You're an adult. You get to make those decisions, and that's great. I'm glad to hear that you are prepared for many things. Please remember me in your Linda Caskey. Please remember me in your prayers. I fell off the ramp, and I'm supposed to have surgery on Thursday. The ankle is broken in 2 places. Definitely, Linda. I will be remembering you in prayer. If you would, Linda, to make sure that I remember you in prayer, if you would leave that in a comment below this video. My mind is all over the place and I forget a lot of things. If you put it in the comment section, I will go back and read the comment section below the video later, and that will help remind me. Coffee Angel Crafts. Even if something happens to me, my stock can help someone else survive for a while. That's true. That's true. If you stock up and you die and leave it, or the rapture takes place, somebody is going to get that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Whether it's your family, your children, your neighbors, or just some poor soul wandering by looking for something to eat. See, people are going to pray for Linda. Gail says, Broken Hearts Ministry is named after my sister that was killed in Colorado. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'll have to go check that out. So is that where's that story? Is that, you said I need to hear that story. Is that like on the about page, or is there a video to it, or what? Kim Huggins, I'm so sorry about your sister, Gail. Going to check out your channel. I left my grandson. I don't know what it says. I can't see it, Kelly. You let your grandson carry the gun and you'll carry the bat. You got a bat. Bat will work in some cases, not all cases. Peterson's Farm of Nashville, howdy. And I'm at the bottom of the chat. I didn't think that would happen. Now what? We're at the bottom of the chat. I'm out of things to say. Now what? I'm gonna have to get off here. Broken Hearts Ministry, my intro on the channel. So, okay, yeah, I'll go watch that intro on your channel and check that out. And I'm sorry about your loss. Trying to make light of a very hard situation. I have lost too many people to gun violence. Lorie, what do you think of Trump's VP pick? So, Lorie, I don't know. I don't know the guy. Don't know anything about him other than the thing about the book he wrote. There was a movie that Ron Howard directed about it. But I don't know anything about him other than he's only been in politics for a couple of years. Yeah, Kelly, I get it. So for you no gun. And I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you. You don't judge me though. Because I'm just the opposite. I have firm belief. Do you know? So there were other people that saw that guy on the roof. Nobody was allowed to have guns, and that makes sense at a situation like that. But what if one of the people did that saw? What if one of the people that did see him had one? That story may have gone differently. I don't know. Kelly says, but I will still watch your channel even if we don't agree. Well, thank you, Kelly. Yeah, I'll watch channels that I don't. You can't agree with everything everyone says anyway. It was great to see you got to take a trip to see Smiley. Yeah. He is. What is that? Oh, that's her channel. He's doing better than he was when he first got out. Like he's doing better. need to pray that he would continue on that road to doing better. But I don't know. Kids make some really crazy decisions sometimes. It's your right to have or not to have a gun. That's right. That's right. It is our right to either have one or not have one, or 2 or 10 or whatever. Well, I am, unless you guys have something, and I've been on here 45 minutes, I'm out of things to say unless you guys keep it going, because I don't even remember what I was talking about when we open the live stream. Somebody says we all have to take on our journey on our own terms. I even watched Demolition Ranch. You love Demolition Ranch. That is funny. I seriously can't believe the building the gunman was on was not secured. So it is crazy, and there's a lot of crazy things that took place, and there's a lot of conspiracy theories going on out there, and it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. All I know is that things are like super nutty. What happened? Like the world just, I woke up in 2016 and the world turned nuts. Like all of a sudden it went crazy nuts. If you remember back at all the riots that were allowed to take place, and just all this world's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know what happened, but it's interesting to see how the theories on what took place on Saturday play out. Right now, when I watch something, I'm like, I'm not even believing half of what I'm seeing. Like literally, I'm just sitting back and say, okay, you guys are going to have to prove that to me. But then at the same time, I'm not believing anything. Like I'm not committed to believing anything on what took place, other than it did happen. I saw it. How are the newest baby goats? Commercial, hang on. The newest baby goats are fine, I guess. Yeah, they're fine. I did sell some more baby goats this weekend, which that information is on Wednesday's video or Tuesday's video, probably Wednesday's video. So when you watch that, pretend like you didn't know that. I did sell some more baby goats, but I still have the ones that I originally said I was going to keep. I have the mini La Manchas, and then I still have the one, the really pretty moon spotted one that I said I would keep, and then the other moon spotted one that I wasn't sure if I'd keep or not. I think I'm going to go ahead and hang on to her for a bit. We just said 15 minutes. 15 minutes till I can get off here? Is that what you were talking about? I don't want to just sit here and look at you, though. And I certainly don't want to sit here and let y'all look at me just sitting here. We need all to remember those that gave us that freedom to have or not to have. And she ain't wrong. Lorie says, I went crazy in 2016 because the global agenda was being challenged by the first president. It went crazy. Not you went crazy, my bad. It went crazy in 2016 because the global agenda was being challenged by the first president who was brave enough to do it. Ben's Over Acre says, keep an open mind. And one Scott said, yes, open-minded. Lorie M, I just adore little Miss Spotted Doe. She's so gorgeous. The darker one? Yes. She is. All right, guys, I got to go. At the end of the chat, we're dragging this on. See you guys next Monday. I will go live next Monday, 6:30, 6:45-ish. And look for that video on Wednesday because that really helps me out when you guys jump in and watch that right away and start leaving comments and stuff like that. So talk to you guys later. Bye.